Boom.
No names.
No names.
We'll call everyone Voldemort.
That's our keyword. Oh, man.
Who had that wheelchair anyways? Belly up?
Oh, yeah.
But who owned the wheelchair?
Probably the belly up.
For that exact reason.
Really? Oh, they own the wheelchairs.
got a wheelchair.
Hello and welcome to the Sola San Diego podcast. We are back. Happy New Year, everyone. It is 2023. I'm here, Andrew, and to my right is Haley.
Hello.
And we have Chris and Austin, reoccurring guests, coming back on the podcast for the new year. Going to chat a little bit about the past parties that we've had and just the fun team outings that we do.
Yeah. So Austin here. What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. So 16, 17 years ago when we first got into Sola, I'm fortunate enough for my uncle Stratton Smith is one of the founders of Sola, and he is definitely a partier. He likes to have fun. Always has, always will. And in the early days of Sola, he said, when you get this going, the key is to really treat your folks to fun situations, to parties, to happy hours, everything like that. So that has always been part of kind of what we've done. We used to do almost 3 to 4 happy hours per year. And instead of doing that, it's over the years has turned into one big party, which we do obviously at the Belly Up every year, quote unquote, after the holidays party, which is perfect. Something to look forward to after the busy time of year. But we've had quite the history of the years, which I was kind of racking my brain coming here, thinking about all the different stories. Some are appropriate to talk about. Some you got to kind of keep the other parties anonymous. But it's been, had some really fun times and got to know a lot of really cool people. And it's one thing that I love about the beauty industry. It's everyone likes to party. And if they don't party, it means they used to party too hard.
Yeah, exactly.
So they got to keep it sober or whatever. But I'm
maybe California sober.
California. I didn't know that was the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What is California sober? I've never heard.
California sober is just smoking weed, just weed, just marijuana. Yeah,
it's a great air freshener.
It's a great air freshener.
Yeah, I've never heard that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one for sure. But yeah, we got, Chris here has been a part of many of these. Haley and Andrew have been a part of a few. But obviously we lost a year. 2 years or 1 year?
Just 1 year.
1 year for COVID.
Yeah, we made it in 2020.
Just delayed.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we had it right before COVID hit, which Chris had mentioned. Hindsight's pretty sure he may have had COVID.
Yeah, right.
Possibly. I was patient zero.
Yeah.
Patient zero for San Diego. But and then nothing in 21, and then we had 22 delayed to April because of Omicron. Then 23 we just had. But one thing, I'll kick it off real quick. At the last party, Chris was talking about this too. And again, people remain anonymous, but I was watching the show, which, by the way, the California Honey Drops are a fun band. If you were there, hopefully you had a great time. These guys sell out 4,000 to 5,000 person venues. They play all over the country, have really diehard following, and they're getting bigger and bigger. And it's pretty cool. We got to have them at the Belly Up for our party, which worked out perfectly because they played 2 public shows before, which sold out literally the day they went on sale.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Which was cool.
They are fantastic.
They were really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I agree for sure. And so I was watching the show, and so I was, obviously saying hi to everybody, but really wanted to watch the music. And then Steve, who's the GM of the Belly Up, said, "Hey man, we come out back. We got a bit of a situation out back, or out front, I should say." And came out there, and one of our professionals was in a wheelchair. And apparently, she had been in the bathroom getting sick, and she had a lot of people around her that were helping her, but she didn't seem her legs work too well.
Didn't never see legs that night for sure.
Yeah.
Right. That wheelchair comes in handy, I'm sure, a lot at the Belly Up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a good reminder. Like, hey, where's my beer? I need to get on that level.
You know, it's a good venue, a good bar if they have a house wheelchair.
Right?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
seating.
it's even better if it's like kind of cracked, like it's been like through some shit for sure.
It's like kept
People
in a
have definitely
closet.
been wheeled out of that.
Oh yeah.
They keep it behind the bar.
Yeah, right. Who needs a wheelchair? All right.
Yeah.
No, this last party was amazing. I know last year it was a little bit smaller of a group just because of Omicron, but this year I'm hoping I think we might have gone close to like 300 people. It seemed like it was.
I think it was about 350.
Oh, 350. Wow. Yeah, that's the biggest party, I think.
Yeah.
Massive.
But all these parties have been so much fun over the years. You're seeing all these locations come together, and I think that's the coolest thing. Cool story is we have a location in San Marcos, Yvonne, and at our El Cajon location we have Becca, and every year they party right on the same dance floor.
Right up front.
Right up front,
Absolutely.
and I believe they went to beauty school together, and now to see them every year hang out, it's amazing. I love those stories.
I don't think I knew that. That's cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I know Yvonne was right up front, right
every
front
year.
Stage, every year.
Yeah, shout out
Nice.
Yvonne.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't see Yvonne this year.
Oh, she was there.
I know.
I was either. Yeah.
Right, and, yeah, elbows against
Taking
the
a
stage.
tequila shot or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
probably tequila shot.
Andrew's just at the bar.
Yeah, right. I'm just. Yeah. I gotta hold down the bar.
Speaking of, I barely saw you all night.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I was filming a lot. I was actually doing a lot of social media things. So yeah, filming
Those
a
are
lot
good,
of.
those are good videos for
Those
sure.
are solid videos. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that band makes it so easy to end up getting a lot of content from and stuff like that. And the dance floor was packed. Like, I think it was more packed than Prince. But Prince also brings out, like, I don't know, just more like wild people up to the front and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then, there's something to be said, and I love live, I should say I love all live music, but I love original music. But there's something to be said about a tribute type band that has a bunch of songs and everybody can sing along to, whatever.
For sure.
And we did, I guess 4 years ago, we did 80s, the first 80s, where we asked everybody to get dressed up. So this would have been 2019, just right before my son was born. My wife Lisa was extremely pregnant. It turned out it was about 2-3 weeks before we had our son Braxton, and one of our beauty professionals was time went on, and I guess bought a bottle of champagne, or I don't know if that was on the Sola tab or not. She was shaking it up and spraying everybody down, including my wife Lisa, who again was not drinking because she was 8.5 months pregnant, which I got to give her props for coming out and getting fully decked out in the 80s gear.
Yeah.
But it gets absolutely doused by champagne.
The champagne shower.
Yeah, and I know the professional, again, we keep it anonymous. She reached out to me afterwards and felt so bad, and I was like, "You kidding me?" I mean, that's you go to 80s party, Sola party, the bunch of beauty professionals. That's just kind of part of the deal.
Oh yeah, Lisa was in the splash zone.
Nothing splash zone. Party splash zone.
Right.
Nothing to apologize for, but I know she kind of felt bad, but. That was definitely a classic one right there. Getting just hosed down when you're about to have a baby. I mean, could have had the baby literally that night.
Yeah. Coming in smelling like champagne.
Yeah, right. Going to the hospital.
Yeah.
Why do you smell like a bunch of champagne? Just, I don't want to talk about it.
Never mind. Trust me. It wasn't me. Like the honey drops are so cool. We were taking shots with them. We were all backstage.
Large shots.
Very large. It's more like a
Double,
more like
triple.
a drink.
Large and warm.
Yeah, large. It's more like a warm drink really fast than an actual.
What was
shot.
it? What shot did they?
I had tequila.
Tequila?
Yeah,
Oh, they just asked individually what shots they wanted?
Well, it's tequila and whiskey, but I think I had my tequila shot, and then I helped finish a couple whiskey shots off after that. So
I took mine in like 3 tries, and I look over at Kaylee, and she just champed it 1 sip, and I was like, Jesus.
You're like, dang.
how
It
do
was
you do
actually,
that?
I think it was Kaylee's idea, right?
yeah.
That's what Jeremy said.
Yeah, she had saw the Honey Drops play at UCSB where she went to school,
Oh,
and they're very new at the time. And then, she found out that they were going to be playing. She told a couple of her friends that she went to school with, and they're like, yeah, they ended up making the show. And her friend Stephanie, joined us with the shot, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, those guys were awesome. They're very nice. They seem like family, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Yeah.
A good crew. And I know my brother Jeremy, who works with us, who does all our kind of financial, quote unquote, boring stuff, but such a huge part of our operation here in San Diego. He's a musician as well, an extremely talented guitarist, does play the saxophone, sings, but he's a hell of a guitarist. And he actually went backstage during the set break, the intermission, and played some songs with him.
Oh, really?
That's pretty
That's
cool.
so
yeah,
cool.
which I know he was stoked on. Yeah,
That's so cool.
That.
He still hasn't learned Texas Sun,
I
by the way.
was just-
Yeah.
If
We gotta throw him in
Jeremy's
He watches these YouTube videos.
Jeremy.
So
Jeremy.
we want to hear Texas Sun sometimes.
Learn it.
Learn.
He's like, I'm just not Leon Bridges. I can't go up and hit those notes. I'm like, just adapt,
Practice makes perfect.
That night when we were in Colorado and Jeremy's like, what do you want me to play? We're like, Texas Sun. He's like, I don't know that. We're like, yes, you do.
Yeah. We've been playing it all day.
Beaver Creek, right?
Yeah, when we were
Beaver
out by
Creek.
the fire.
Soul Summit. Yeah,
That was fun.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
He's super talented.
Classic.
Very
song. Yeah.
talented guy.
Yeah.
I think the Sola pros had more of a crush on the Prince guy.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah, same.
Right, exactly.
His abs were real. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
going backstage. We took a shot with him. I'm like, oh, yep, good for you, bud.
Chris is
Good
like,
for you.
Yeah, you're like, let me,
It's like washboard
gotta
abs.
test it out.
Yeah, his abs are definitely a topic of conversation. Whether those were sort of spray painted or shaded on, but
Kind of thought they were, but
No.
real.
they're real.
Good for him.
I remember I was right up front.
Good for
A few people were, a few of our beauty professionals were
get a little touchy.
touching his abs to make sure they're real.
Yeah. And then all the husbands were in the back at the bar. It's
right.
okay.
It's okay. It's just Prince.
Yeah,
Just friends.
Just a living legend. Yeah,
Exactly.
no big deal.
Just,
That was my first solo party. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, me neither.
Went well.
Yeah.
I didn't puke or anything, so
You didn't?
went great. Yeah.
Maybe I had like 7 June Shines, which June Shine, hard kombucha, definitely
Yeah.
not. I
It
mean,
hit your gut hard.
yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you drink kombucha for the gut health,
Yeah.
but at some point, 7% June Shines is not going to help your gut.
catches up.
No.
Yeah.
There's a,
I gotta
it's a
keep that in
bell
the.
curve.
Yeah, right. I gotta keep it like in the. It's a bell.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is helping my
Yeah,
gut.
right. And
Nah,
then
too
it just
drunk.
there's a steep fall off there. Yeah.
Periodic. Yeah.
Especially when you wake up in the morning and you're like, got hit by like a truck or something.
Yeah, totally. Do you remember, Chris, a few years ago, and again, I don't remember who it was, but if I did, it'd stay anonymous, but somebody had been drinking a lot of red wine
Ugh, bad
and left the
idea.
belly up and barely made it outside, and it was just all over the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Just bright red.
It looked like there was a murder or something.
All over the
I do
Right.
remember that.
And again, I don't know who it was, but like I said, if I did, we'd keep them, whoever it is, anonymous. But it was definitely a topic conversation because I remember being out there and leaving, and like, oh shit, look at that. Everybody,
Did it
everybody-
spell any like letters in there? It's like, you will not pass. Like it was like in blood.
Honestly, I love wine so much, but that's just like the fastest way to puke
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The fastest
Wine?
one. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Red wine?
Both. Like,
Any wine?
Especially if you're
Yeah.
mixing
Kind of
shots
put
with
you
wine.
down.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah. I always
not a
think
big
I'll be
fan.
drinking. I'm like, ooh, I have a little nightcap of wine. And then it's just Haley dies immediately. Yeah.
Instant.
And she's dead.
And there's not a good.
I do remember that. That was Carl Denson. That was the night of Carl Denson.
Was it?
Yeah. It was right outside the entrance to the left.
Yeah.
I do. I think I
Right where the
posted that.
sidewalk meets, right? Yeah, I think you did. Right where
Yeah.
the sidewalk meets the building.
Yeah, that's when I knew solo parties were no joke. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's funny how you prepare for like the solo party. Like, okay, this year I'm not gonna take 3 Jaeger bombs back to back to back and win my wife a free blowout. It's just not worth it anymore. I can't do that to my body anymore.
Didn't
but-
you win her one?
I did. Yeah,
Yes.
that was
Yeah.
that was for the blowout. Yeah, shout out, babe. Right there you go. But yeah, at Mission Valley East, someone challenged me, and I'm like, I haven't took a Jaeger bomb since high school, and yeah. But
All for Kaylee.
I was hurting the next day
Yeah.
for sure. I always tell myself I'm not gonna take shots. I'm not gonna go crazy, and then the opposite happens every
course.
single year. You know,
You have stylists like being like, hey, let's take a shot. And
Oh, yeah.
at this last Soul party, it was like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
sit away from
Rochelle, I'll name drop Rochelle. Rochelle's like, hey, Andrew, come take a tequila shot. Look over at my fiance slowly. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to go do that. And she's like, ugh, like rolls her eyes. I'm like, I got to do it. I can't say no. I physically can't say no to a
Yeah,
tequila
It's
shot.
work. It's work, babe.
Oh,
It's worth it.
Rochelle got everyone.
Yeah, right, of course.
Rochelle got everyone to take
Did
a
she?
shot.
Oh, yeah.
She got everyone but Eric.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Eric.
Eric
the
was
lone survivor.
smart,
Eric's
man.
sober
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah, but he was telling us all the good stories afterwards that we missed. So it was good.
Yeah,
Kind of have to have one of those.
Yeah,
kind of
right.
guys.
You got someone with a clear head to tell all the stories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I purposely stay away from the bar just because of that, but somehow still, I find I'm drinking a shot right in front of the stage. I'm like, all right, that's
Yeah.
makes sense.
Oh my god, I do remember last year Jeremy walking around with a tray of shots.
There you go.
Through the
Yeah.
crowd. That was good.
Yeah, I do remember that now.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
I think I said no.
I think I said
You think?
I think I said no.
yes twice.
Yeah, right. Yes, and then they're like, Chris, you already said yes. You're like, wait, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, double fisting shots now.
I always try to keep it pretty mellow right before we have to go do our little speech and everything because. Yeah, it's just like, all right, I can't be too drunk when I'm trying to, do a little speech for the Soul professionals and everything. But I do remember this one time, I think this was like the second year we had at the Belly Up. Some professionals from Encinitas took me out back and we were chatting it up and they threw a couple edibles in and they're like, you want some? I'm like, oh, are these kind of strong? Or then they oh, here's two. Like, you took two, I can take two, and let's do this. Started chatting it up a little bit more and then we go inside like, Chris, you need to get on stage, you gotta say a speech. And it just hit me all of a sudden and now I'm like screaming inside. Hands are sweaty. Austin gives me, tells me, introduces me. Now I'm saying a speech. I feel like I'm talking for like 5 minutes. Probably was like 45 seconds. Come down stage, talking to one of the professionals. How'd that go? They're like, oh yeah, short and sweet. And I was like, oh, so short and sweet. Like, I swear I was talking for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
all
right,
good,
right.
all good. But yeah, every year I feel like something new pops up from these things. It's amazing.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on the podcast today.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And we will see you in the next one. Cheers,
Awesome.
guys. Thanks, guys.
Can't wait.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.